She even said I had a messy private life. Ms. Zhao didn't finish the sentence, but I already understood what she meant. Even if Angie was going down, she was determined to drag my name through the mud too. I understand, thank you, Ms. Zhao. I walked out of the office with a calm face, but inside, a fire had already lit up. I thought losing her job would be less than enough. I didn't care about a few $1,000s. I treated it as the price of my own soft heart. I never expected her to show zero remorse and double down by spreading vicious rumors about me. If she wanted to play dirty, she couldn't blame me for hitting back. I took out my phone, found a lawyer friend's number, and called him. Hello, Attorney Lee. I'd like to ask about the filing standards for reputation infringement and online defamation. On the phone, Attorney Lee gave a professional answer. If the same defamatory post gets over 5,000 actual clicks or views, or over 500 shares, it's considered serious enough to pursue criminal liability. Angie had spread rumors about me in several industry group chats with 500 members each. Those groups were very active, so forget 5,000 views, 50,000 was possible. She had already broken the law. After hanging up, I started collecting evidence. I contacted a few colleagues in those groups who were on good terms with me and asked them to take screenshots. Soon, dozens of screenshots landed in my inbox. Angie's messages were disgusting. That woman Ling Ling is an old witch. Just because she's been here a few years, she thinks she owns the place. She gets around with several men at the company, even the director. She set me up on purpose this time because I'm prettier than her, and she's jealous of me. Looking at those filthy words, my hands were shaking. I had always been kind to everyone at work, and never made things hard for Angie, yet this was the vicious slander I got in return. Without the slightest hesitation, I took all the evidence and walked into the police station. The police accepted my report and said they would investigate right away. 3 days later, while I was at work, I got a call from the police station. Ms. Ling Ling, regarding the online defamation case you reported, we've verified the facts and placed the suspect, Angie, in criminal detention. She has confessed to her illegal actions. Under the relevant laws, she is very likely to face criminal charges. I held the phone and let out a long breath. In the end, justice still existed in this world. The news spread through the company fast and everyone was shocked. No one expected a petty office freeloading drama to turn into a criminal case. The way people looked at me changed from pity to respect. They finally understood I wasn't some pushover they could mess with. My kindness had teeth. After Angie was detained, her parents rushed over from their hometown. The two plain-looking middle-aged people came to our company, hoping I would sign a letter of forgiveness. They waited downstairs for me all day. When Angie's mother saw me, she dropped to her knees with a thud. Miss Lee, please, I'm begging you. Please show mercy and let our Angie go. She's still young. She didn't know better. She just made one stupid mistake. Angie's father had red eyes too, bowing to me again and again. We failed to raise her right. We're here to apologize to you. Please give her one chance. If she gets a criminal record, her whole life will be ruined. I looked at their graying hair and tired faces, and my heart felt heavy. Parents' love is painful to watch, but pity can't excuse their daughter doing whatever she wants. I helped her mother up. Ma'am, please stand up first, I said calmly. She isn't a child anymore. She's an adult, and she has to answer for what she did. When she tried to steal thousands from my membership card, did she think about the consequences? When she smeared me in huge group chats and insulted me with the nastiest words, did she think about the consequences? She ran up a few thousand on my card buying coffee. I paid it myself and let it go, but then she spread nasty rumors to hurt me. If I don't hold her accountable today, who's she going to hurt next? Kindness has limits. Anki's parents had nothing to say after that. They only knew their daughter looked pitiful. They had no idea how much damage her actions had done to other people. I'm sorry. In the end, I told them I would not write a forgiveness statement. She needed time in there to think hard about respect and boundaries. I walked past them and into the office building. Behind me, Anki's mother was sobbing like her world had ended. I didn't look back. Some mistakes come with a price. This had nothing to do with being heartless. It was about having principles. In the end, the court heard the case, and Anki was sentenced to 6 months in detention for defamation and damaging someone else's reputation. It wasn't long, but that record would follow her forever. Because of her greed and cruelty, her life took a very different turn. After that, my position at the company got a little complicated. Nobody dared play games or take petty advantage in front of me anymore. Everyone spoke to me politely with a hint of fear. I knew they weren't scared of me. They were scared that I wasn't someone to mess with. Honestly, I didn't like it. I just wanted to clock in quietly and live my simple little life. Too bad some people force you to turn kindness into a weapon. 6 months later, Anki got out. I saw her resume on a job site. Those 6 months had left a mark on her record that could never be erased. I heard she hit wall after wall looking for work. No decent company dared hire someone like her. At first, Anki still refused to give up. She figured she was pretty and knew how to act cute. As long as she could get into an interview, she thought winning over a few male interviewers would be easy. To cover up those months of serious misconduct, she spent a few thousand on a shady agency to create a flawless fake resume. On that resume, she didn't just dress up her old gopher job at our company as senior project coordinator. She also turned that 6-month gap into a short-term business program at a top US university. With that gold-plated fake resume, she set her sights on the famous Xinhui Group. Xinhui was the top player in our industry, with great pay, but an extremely high bar. On interview day, Anki went all in. She maxed out her last credit card on a knockoff Chanel-style outfit, stepped into 10-centimeter heels, drenched herself in sharp perfume, and sashayed into Xinhui Group's grand lobby. In the waiting area, she immediately zeroed in on Gu Ming, the department director in charge of hiring. He was in his early 30s, young and good-looking, with an expensive Patek Philippe on his wrist. Clearly, a rich single executive. Anki's radar went off instantly. Holding a cup of water, she deliberately twisted her ankle as she passed Gu Ming. With a dramatic little oops, she went limp and fell toward him. Gu Ming reacted fast and stepped aside. She missed, nearly splashed herself, and stumbled several steps before barely catching her balance. Gu Ming frowned slightly and said in a distant tone, "Miss, please be careful." Anki didn't feel embarrassed at all. Instead, she flipped her hair, flashed what she thought was her sweetest smile, and said in a sugary voice, "Oh my gosh, thank you, Mr. Gu. My heels are just way too high today. I lost my balance and got so scared." As she spoke, she stared straight at Gu Ming with those heavily lined eyes, practically trying to hypnotize him. Gu Ming looked at her with a flicker of disgust in his eyes, but out of professionalism, he only gave a faint nod. "Go get ready, you're up next." Anki thought she had successfully caught Gu Ming's attention, so she proudly returned to her seat. She was already fantasizing about becoming the director's wife and ruling Xinhui Group like it was her personal kingdom. Just then, I happened to arrive at Xinhui Group with our company's director as a partner representative to discuss deeper cooperation for the second half of the year. On the way in, we passed the waiting area.